Hi guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. Today we're going to talk about dog ring transmissions and how to shift them properly. I get a lot of people that ask me about this. And what is a dog ring transmission? Well, most people are used to street cars, which have synchronizers which help the gear engage the slider hub, or the slider hub engage the gear. The synchronizer is, let's call it the filter in between, where your hand is on the shifter going up to a shift fork which engages this slider hub into the gear. On a dog ring transmission, you still have a shift fork, but what you have is you have dog rings. And these dog rings engage each other just like gears. This gear engages this gear with these teeth. And so if you're shifting too slowly, what happens is it actually will get lost. And that's where you hear the grinding from. So what needs to happen is it needs to be a quick upshift and a quick downshift. Well, how can you downshift that quickly? You do that by blipping the throttle. So what I'm actually going to demonstrate today, this is an IMCO EGMT, which stands for IMCO Gears Mazda transmission, something that IMCO developed for Mazda a couple of years ago, and it is a full dog ring transmission. So the only time that I will use the clutch is just to get the car moving. After that, you'll see that I'm going to keep my foot completely off of the clutch, and I will go up through the gears and then back down through the gears, and I'll show you how to do that efficiently and properly. So that's what we're going to do today, kind of a fun video. So let me get this set up and we'll show you what's going on. Now, of course, we are sitting on the dyno. This is an F production Miata. I'm going to turn the rear fans on. It's going to get loud, it's going to get noisy. I'm going to turn the front fans on. You can see that right now the car is up to temperature. I've already tuned the car, it's ready to go. We're going to just do a quick demonstration on how to properly shift a dog ring transmission. So let's get this in here so you'll be able to see my hands and my feet. And let's get started. Hearing protection, very important. Pretty cool, isn't it? So the other thing that I was going to mention, oftentimes when you are sitting in your car with a dog ring transmission and you're getting ready to go to grid and you've got your foot in on the clutch and you're going for first gear, but it just won't go in. Why is that? It's because the teeth on your dog rings and the teeth on your gear are lined up like this instead of engaged. So all you have to do, and your dog rings will thank you, and it's even worse in reverse, put a little bit of pressure like you're trying to pull that gear in, and then just slowly let up on the clutch. And what that's going to do is that's going to turn that input shaft, and it's going to go click, and it's going to go right into gear. Same thing for reverse. Don't just grab it and go just makes me cringe, and it's really bad for your transmission. This is very, very common. Pushing on the clutch, if it won't go, just let off the clutch real slow. It'll go right in. It's going to work like a charm. As you can see, this transmission shifts awesome, and never use the clutch except for getting out going, either on the dyno or pulling off the grid. It's a big advantage, especially if you can learn how to left foot brake. I'm a big left foot braker if I've got a transmission like this. It can be a big advantage. So hope you guys enjoyed this video today. As always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any of these great videos. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Hope you guys are doing great. Take care.